Well, good morning. Today's drawing is heist, and it's a little bit of a strange word. I kind of feel like a heist needs to have a lot of people in it, like a bank robbery or something like that. And someone's given me a lovely idea of like the type of Tom Cruise type of hanging from the ceiling type of um, idea, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to try and give it a shot here. um, so let's see what we can do. Hello to everybody who's watching, and hello and thank you for all the people that have sent me lovely little comments, and for those people that draw along with me. I got a lovely message from Nora yesterday to say that she's drawing along with me. That's lovely. Lovely to know that. Really, really, really is lovely to see that there's people there that are kind of enjoying this whole mad sketching season the same as me. You're going to excuse me a little bit today. I've got a little bit of a cold coming through. I had to go into hospital for a check, and it seems like every time I go into the hospital, I come back with some horrible, some kind of flu or bug or something. I remember when hospitals and things like that used to be super safe and super hygienic. It seems not that way anymore. It seems like every time I go in there for something, I go in there for a blood test or something and come back with the flu or. Well. Right, so we're going to draw a little hat on our villain. And on that hat, I'm going to put a kind of light source, a torch. That is going to be shining a light down onto the whatever he's looking at to steal. And something is telling me that I need to have him very nervous here, so I'm gonna try and have a. I don't want him to be a handsome Tom Cruise character. What would be the point of that? And I want him to be a little bit kind of wide mouthed, like hanging from a rope. He's going to be a little bit kind of panicky, a little bit in shock, a little bit scared. I kind of like that idea. A little bit too blobby over there. Let's try and just suck that ink up a little bit. Let's give him some little kind of spectacles. A little bit like he's like a. He's using the spectacles to kind of see very clear details or something like that. Let's give him some real weird googly eyes to go with it. You might hear some little kind of noises in the background there. My dog has just woken up. He's been asleep for about 3 hours, and when he wakes up, he kind of wants to go, hey, look at me, you know. Hey, I'm ready to play now, you know. So that's his kind of like terror of being hanging on this string, and if he can do it, obviously he's not a cool character like the Tom Cruisey type of thing. He's kind of hanging off there thinking, what have I done? What am I doing here? Let's fill in there. That's the his throat. And then when we shade in a little bit later on around the mouth, we'll be able to see the teeth and things like that a little bit clearer. So what is everybody drawing today? I hope you're all drawing something. I don't think I'm just going to draw on my own, do you? Come on. Get a bit of paper out. Send me a link to what you've been drawing. In my YouTube page, send me a message and say, this is what I've been drawing while you've been drawing. I can see what you've been up to. Right, so his body's going to be there, so his arm's going to be... Let's just put some ink down there with his arm going off into the distance. That's his hands out in don't be too worried about doing your hands like not very perfect or anything like that. Just do it as you feel it, alright? Just kind of enjoy the whole wiggling of a pen's line and stuff like that. Much more fun. And that's his hands sticking out there. Shaking. Of course he's shaking. He's hanging from a rope. Now, I'm trying to think of some kind of way of having some kind of toolkit or something around his neck, but at the moment I can't really... I'm not very good at drawing kind of like technical things like cars and stuff like that. Not that I'm not very good at it, it's just it bores me, to be honest. Let's give him a nice little stubble on his chin. And that kind of gives us a nice idea of his character. He's a little bit kind of like a regular guy, a regular kind of worker. He's probably gone in his work overalls or something like that, you know. And that kind of gives us a nice kind of human feel to him. Get another arm coming up there somewhere in a minute. Excuse me. There he is. He's going to be hanging down there somewhere. We'll have some kind of toolkit or something around his neck. Not quite sure what at the moment. Let's give him some kind of like work overalls. They're running down there. That's the zip. And we've got another arm coming up there. his thumb. And his hands reaching out, trying to keep the balance. I think there's only a few days left, I think, October. I'm not sure how many days left. Is there like 5 days left, or between 5 and 7 days anyway? It's not that many days left. But quite often anyway, it's nothing to, I mean, I think October's just an excuse, but quite often I put up drawings, so keep popping in, coming in to see what I've been up to. See what kind of madness I've been drawing. And quite often I put in some of my books. If I've got a book that I'm going to be illustrating, quite often I'll put in little snippets of what book I'm working on and stuff like that. There's the torch. Big beam of light coming down. Right, so I get some tools going on in here somewhere. Like a little box around his neck of tools and stuff. Screwdrivers and scissors maybe, and maybe even like a fork. Well, you never know what you might need, right? And they're on a kind of like a harness around his neck, maybe. Like that. Don't worry, I don't have any COVID or anything like that. It's just a little bit of a sniffly cold. I've had all my tests and I've had all my vaccines and God knows whatever else, so I should be as strong as Superman by now. So there we have it. Now, of course, we don't want him to be a nice, skinny, handsome chap, do we? We want him to have quite a nice, big, chunky belly. Let's draw the rope there. That's the rope holding him up. That's the rope that he's hanging from the roof, and that's going to go all the way up there. I can't remember what the Tom Cruise movie was called. What was that called? Oh, Mission Impossible, right? Yeah. Yes, Mission Impossible. So this is kind of like Mission Impossible 7. When Tom Cruise doesn't want to do it for the money anymore and Brad Pitt's busy, and then they called in, I don't know, Johnny Vegas or somebody to do it. Add a bit of fun to it. And there he is. He's hanging off the rope. Of course, the rope's under tension too. So, staggering around. He's shaking and the rope's shaking and everybody's panicking. Can I do this? Will I get caught? All that type of stuff. So, that's his belly around there. His legs coming around there. There's his bottom. That's his trousers there. And his other leg's going off over that way. Let's give him some nice big chunky boots. Kind of like workman boots. Let's get a nice big chunky boots. That's his boots. Bit of a strange one today, the heist. It's like I'm not sure it's going to be too exciting for a lot of people to be doing, but it's a nice challenge. You know, sometimes these words are maybe not the words you would have chosen, but or not the words you would like to draw. But I guess that's kind of like part of the whole kind of challenge of coming up with a word and everybody kind of drawing along with it. Ooh, just put my and that's him shaking and hanging around. That's his other leg back there. Just finish that off. See his boots going in there. You can see him dangling along, hanging from his rope. And we're going to draw a huge big diamond in here, haven't we? Something like that. Huge big diamond. And it's being put on a little cushion of something like that. Draw the top of the diamond. And this is what he's coming for. Yeah, it's going to make him some money, isn't it? It's going to be in a big kind of glass dome. It's the biggest diamond in the world. And he's going to take it home with him. Let's do some little sparkles in there. And that's the big glass case that it's on. It's on a big stand. And if you lift that, let's get a nice little do not touch. Little sign on there. And that's it's in like some kind of museum or something like that. And he's come through the roof and he's sliding down on his rope and he's gonna steal a diamond just in like that Mission Impossible. And that's the diamond there. And that's our crazy drawing. Oh, look at that, splash right into my my torch. And that is our man. And that is our heist drawings for today. Nice and quick. Nice and fun. Nice and comical. Not bad. Nice little quick drawing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Let's throw down a name so you remember me. Oh, you wouldn't forget me, would you? Of course you wouldn't. We're doing a little bit of a fun sketch here today of the heist. And it was a fun, enjoyable morning. Thank you very much for coming along. Thank you very much for watching. And please come again soon. Subscribe and come and watch me draw again very, very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for drawing along. Thank you for just being lovely. Have a beautiful day. See you again very soon. Bye-bye.